character's crazy. Such good results from like Joker and YB. Like
yeah, exactly. Quick over in Germany.
Yeah, quick.
Second best player in Europe behind Gluten.
Hey, but we're not talking about Samus right now.
No, we're talking about
Palutena versus Terry.
I was gonna say we're talking about two other Wi-Fi characters.
True.
Okay, you know what? I don't think that's really entirely fair because both these players, or both these characters do incredibly well offline, and they're both just generally kind of fun to watch.
Sometimes though, when your punish game can be reduced to I'm just gonna press A and I'm gonna turn around, you know, that's pretty well.
But you can also reduce your disadvantage to I'm gonna jump and press the A button, and I don't have to change my direction, and that's power.
Ooh, power dunk in the meantime. Yeah, no, Palu definitely just pressing the A button in the air, like you said, but you're gonna have to be a little bit more precise than that in order to beat Terry. I mean, I think Terry is one of the most criminally underrepresented and underrated characters in this game. Like,
dude, I agree completely. He's so sick.
He's really, really good. Like, imagine if your character could aerial your shield and cancel it into any special. Just think about that.
I mean, that wouldn't help like Samus too much, but like I can see it definitely being good for like, anyone else.
Okay, so you're saying you don't want to down air someone's shield and then completely eat it with upping? Or just go into a bomb immediately and cancel the down air?
You know, you just got the gears turning, my friend. And that would be pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, so Terry's very good, but sometimes he just has to go for too hard of a call out, and let me tell you, Antimony was on top of things with that counter.
Oh, I thought it was Antimony.
I don't know. Antimony,
Tomato, it doesn't really matter.
You got it.
Yeah. I want to tell you why I love watching Palutena's play. Because Palu is such a good character and so hard to deal with and just has so many options that I really like seeing adaptation in live time to see how people are going to work around these really good things like theirs. You know, when a Palu just wants to sit back and auto reticle explosive flame, like how does someone react to that? Do they get snuffed out, or do they try something different, or do they just lose? You know, that's one of my favorite things to see when I'm watching a Palu play.
Yeah, I mean, like, after watching that Palu play, basically Terry was just in disadvantage.
Too bad for you.
And that is very tough because Terry's disadvantage, despite being, I'd say, arguably better than the other Shoto's disadvantage, because he has so many movement options, it can still be insanely tough for him to land, especially against Palu.
You know, I've taken my L's against Antimony a couple times. You know, I am very inclined to say that Antimony is one of the greats in terms of online Palutena players. He's definitely up there with the likes of Midnight and Nerva from Florida.
Yeah,
I don't know, Louis Money. I think he deserves to be in that conversation with Louis Money. His reactions are incredibly good. This might be too high. This might be too high praise, but I mean, I played.
Don't be giving him a big head when he's coming back watching this live.
True. You know what? True. I agree, but I mean, I played all four of those guys, and let's just say Antimony is definitely, his name deserves a little bit more recognition. So you know, good stuff from him.
He's been a staple of the central PA scene for a while. So,
yeah,
definitely not a stranger to Super Smash Bros. And showing that in that game one, but Flackington is going. Flackington? Not Flackington. Flackington is going to try to mitigate the damage here and going to PS2 maybe get some early side blasting kills.
Yeah, and this is probably going to be a weird-ish observation, but I definitely feel like having a wider stage is going to help Terry a little bit because it gives him more space to DI away from those Palu nairs. And, you know, I'd prefer to DI away and land on solid ground as opposed to land on nothing and have to recover against Palu. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and if another... Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I mean, honestly, if you move neutral, you have that platform to hide under as a home. You have that platform to hide under as some ledge pressure, as we saw. But, yeah, I mean, we're just back and forth with these stocks at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, these are the kind of matches I'd love to see. Definitely seems like Flackito's playing a lot. Or Flackington, you said?
I don't know, man. Flackyton? Like,
Flacky tomato, Flacky tomato. It definitely seems like he's playing a lot safer, and he's definitely using better options to not get tripped up as much by Antimony. But then again, you just get hit once by Palu, and you're gonna take a couple of hits. See, Palu's like the inverse of Wolf, where all of Wolf's options seem together, or string together really seamlessly. All of Palu's options are just there and up there, and you know, it's only a couple.
Really good on
Yeah,
their own.
it's only a couple of good options.
Yeah,
And the accidental mess up on the input there to get reverse power geyser replaced to regular one, and the explosive flame gonna come out and take that stock. I think Antimony kind of realized that Blackington is gonna hang back and you know, try to be safer. So Antimony can do the same thing and be ultimately way safer about it because of, you know, Palutena's disjoint there in the projectile game.
yeah, and that neutral be online, like, you're not reacting to that, and your shield's getting whittled away. How are you approaching this Palu right now? Yeah, what's a crack shoot? Dang.
It stops crack shoot, it stops power dunk, it stops burn knuckle. Just try and run up its shield and then, you know, get grabbed. You know what I mean? What do you do?
Ooh, I guess you do that. Get a trade. 88%. That's not the worst for Terry. He can stay on the stage and use that go meter.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that he could definitely hit these conversions. We did see an up tilt to Power Geyser a little bit earlier, but that forward air is going to make it hard to get back. Going to run off stage with the explosive flame. No ledge trap, and the back air is going to be doing that. Antimony with another 2 go.
Just utilizing Palutena's tools perfectly in that situation. You don't have to worry too much about getting hit with a stray option there, and that invincible back air is just gonna work perfectly.
Yeah, we like the real pizza man in the chat talking about why he hates Palu. I love people. I love people who don't even aren't even in the matches we're watching, who are just like salty about characters. We're just like, yeah, I know, I'm with you, man. Like, you've had a couple bad experiences with this character. We've all been there. We understand.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, maybe I lost round 1 to a Palu in a different tournament yesterday, and the server maintenance canceled the tournament.